Although school was supposed to be in session Monday as a makeup day, Mother Nature brought the snow and canceled classes. Our makeup day will now be January 27th. Congratulations to Paige Stutzman, who was recently named Optimist Club Student of the Month. The Shout Club members were hard at work Friday morning preparing gifts to take to area nursing home residents. This is an annual service project of the Shout Club. The Lady Tigers were at Meadville Friday. Meadville got off to a quick start and built a 33-19 lead by halftime. Brashear went to work after halftime and closed the gap to 44-39 by the end of the third quarter. The Lady Tigers eventually tied the game and took a small lead before seeing it slip away in the final minute as they fell by a score of 57-55. Hannah Grissom had 18 points, Alexa Higgins had 18 points, Avery Acton had 8 points, Tana Garlock had 4, Kinley White has 4, and Callie Altide had 3 points. The Tigers faced a tough opponent on the road Friday at Meadville. Brashear fell behind 20-10 after one quarter and were down 40-18 by halftime. Meadville continued to roll in the second half and defeated the Tigers 65-33. Garrett Hausman had 12 points, Brandon Jochimson had 10, Quinn Allen 5, Austin Peterson 4, and Lucas Keller scored 2 points. The crowd at Tuesday night's game with La Plata had a special treat as the La Plata and Brashear pep bands combined to entertain the crowd between games. Although the Brashear Lady Tigers jumped out to a 17-11 lead over La Plata Tuesday, they were unable to overcome a 26-point La Plata second quarter. Brashear battled back in the second half, but La Plata held on for a 59-52 win. Alexa Higgins scored 19 points, Kinley White had 16, Callie Altide had 6, Hannah Grissom had 5, Tana Garlock had 3, and Abby Hartwig scored 3 points. The Tigers were unable to overcome La Plata's 22-point first quarter Tuesday as La Plata built a 33-22 lead at halftime. Although Brashear was able to keep pace in the second half, La Plata was able to cruise to a 64-47 win. Garrett Hausman scored 27 points for Brashear, Brandon Jochimson had 16, Austin Peterson had 3, and Quinn Allen had 1 point. The Brashear girls visited Atlanta Thursday night. Atlanta took a quick lead in the first half, scoring the first 17 points and running up a 39-9 lead by halftime. Brashear's 9 points were all free throws. Brashear perked up in the second half and by game's end had closed the gap to 62-42 for a tough road loss. Hannah Grissom had 11 points, Alexa Higgins had 10, Tana Garlock scored 8 points, Abby Hartwig had 8, and Kinley White scored 5 points. The Brashear boys battled a tough Atlanta team closely through the first half Thursday to trail 29-26 at halftime. Atlanta's offense heated up in the third quarter and eventually pulled away from the Tigers for a 68-54 win. Garrett Hausman scored 23 points for Brashear, Brandon Jochimson had 20, Jay Snelling had 6, and Austin Peterson had 6. The Lady Tigers took on Bramer Saturday morning at the NCNC Holiday Hoops Tournament. Bramer took an early lead of 12-6 after one quarter and were up 27-12 at halftime. Brashear fought back and closed the gap to 34-29 after 3 quarters, but the rally fell short as Brashear took the loss 46-35. Alexa Higgins scored 12 points for Brashear, Kinley White also had 12, Hannah Grissom had 9, Callie Altide had 2, and Tana Garlock scored 1 point. The Tigers also faced Bramer in Saturday morning's Holiday Hoops game. The two teams battled to a 10-10 tie after one quarter, and Brashear was up 26-22 at the half. The Tigers made some adjustments at halftime and ran away with the game in the second half, winning by a final margin of 60-38. Brandon Jochimson scored 30 points for Brashear, Garrett Hausman had 13, Austin Peterson had 4, Cody Mallett had 4, Landon Fisher had 3, Lane Stutzman had 2, Avery Zentz had 2, and Sebastian Melendez also scored 2 points.